Architectural Builder Supply is pleased to present you with this recording of the technical question that is listed in the title of this video.
This call may be monitored and recorded for quality assurance.
I am looking to get some Double weather stripping for windows, and I just needed to talk to somebody about which kind I should order.
Okay, so let's take a look here now. Let's see. Okay, so, all right. Tell me what your application is, and let's see if I can help you.
Yeah. It's my house, my own personal house. It's not a super high-end house. It probably never was. Kind of a working-class Chicago house built maybe 80 years ago. And the windows are all original except for one that rotted out in the bathroom and the ones that rotted out that were in the basement. But there's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, about 18 windows, double hung, that I would like to install the side rail and the bottom and top rail and the meeting rail stuff. I've watched several installation type videos, and so I'm going to tackle this, and I want to finish it by putting in that product because it looks to be, from what I can tell, and kind of the way to do it is with that Double stuff that do you guys still sell that?
Yes. All
right. I just need to know if I should use the zinc or the copper, given that it's, 3-bedroom, 1,300 square foot home. It's nothing fancy. Copper's cool, or bronze is cool, but it seems like it's quite a bit more money. But
well,
maybe
I think you've answered the question. When you're doing 13 window, if you're doing one window, that's one thing, but you're doing 13, that bronze is going to outpace the zinc. It's going to lap it. You know what I mean? If it was a race in the terms of cost. So
yeah, it can be twice as much. Yeah.
It's noticeably more, and it's hard to argue for one over the other in your application. I'm not a fan of just spending more money just because you can. I don't see the reason to. If you were duplicating a project built in 1876, you're not going to have zinc. It's going to be bronze. So if it's a historical project, that's what you're looking at.
Right.
You're either going to do this with zinc, in my opinion, or you're going to make it a much larger project that you'll hire a window company for to remove them completely, which I'm not convinced is the idea at all.
Yeah, I don't really want to do that. So I'm just going to pop the sashes out, put in the weather stripping, cut the grooves, and repaint them and put them back.
One at a time.
That's my plan.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I noticed on there, there was something about cutting the length. Am I supposed to measure all my windows and you guys pre-cut these things, or did I misunderstand what that meant?
Well, what we're saying there is, if the material comes in from the roll former, whoever is roll forming the material, slitting the material, then roll forming it a certain length. Let's say it's 12 feet or 16 feet. You can order the sizes that we have listed. You can order the next longest size and indicate in the comment field a net size. The point being, whatever you order, be mindful. It's being cut from long lengths anyway, so they can be close or they can be exact, however you like to do it. You want to do the work on the front end and measure everything? Great. You're like, no. I know that they're 40-some inch. Make them all 4-footers. Then you do it that way. The point of all of that is we will oblige or request to cut them to length. We will also be happy to not do that, but it's no different for us because we have to cut it anyway.
Got it. Okay. All right. And is it wise for me to order? I mean, is there a order minimum size, or how, what do you recommend there? Like, is it probably best to order all the material all at once, I suppose, right?
Well, I would think in your instance, since you're going to go from novice to expert in the first window, I would do one. And then
Okay.
once you know what that landscape looks like, feel free to order all of it. But
Gotcha.
you know, the advantage of ordering all of it is that material is volatile in terms of cost. It's gone up. If I were to tell you an order of magnitude, you know, like a 5.1 earthquake and a 5.2 ain't 10% more. It's 10 times more. It's orders of magnitude more costly than it was 20 years ago. And that will continue to be the case even in the last 5 years. But at the end of the day, you know, you're going to tie up material, you know, unless you're going to take this head on and do it over the period of a month's worth of weekends. I don't know. But I would start with one and dip your toe in it. I wouldn't go all in because they're not going to take the stuff back once they've cut it.
Okay, great. I'll do that. I'll measure one out and I'll place the order. One last question. It appears to me that there's two choices I need to make once I know with the zinc product. There is just the rib strip, right?
Yep.
Which it kind of lays flat, and then there's another one that has an extra bend that kind of looks like it buttresses up against the the
sash,
the parting bead. Okay, yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I would simply let your existing installation dictate which of the two, with or without the return.
Okay, got it.
There would be one thing I would throw into the conversation. When you order that material, you'll be faced with nails or no nails. Figure about 65 nails per ounce, and you can only order it in multiples of an ounce. So if you needed, 10 rib strips, and you're going to put the nails so many inches center to center, calculate in your head your lineal footage, divide that lineal footage by the inch that you're going to put the nails every 3 inch, let's say, even though Dorbin would say 1.5 inches, which everyone agrees is too close, because you can spend a lot of money on nails that you're never going to use.
Okay.
So if you want help at that time calculating that, let me know. But if you wanted 20 pieces that were 4 foot long, we've got 80 feet. And you would divide that by, you're going to put them every 3 inches, and then you're going to divide that by 65, and that's how many ounces. So,
got it.
I know I went through that quickly, but you can.
No, I followed you. Yep.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay, and then the last question is with the meeting rail. I think it's mostly the meeting rail. There's like the hook, the J hook, I think it's called, and then there's also a one where it's more pinched off.
Yeah, two nested hooks.
Two nested hooks versus the other one that's sort of I don't know. I guess it's supposedly a little tighter fit or something. Do you have a recommendation for a novice installer? Is one better than the other?
I think the two nested hooks would be the way to go. Not only because I think the machining will be more straightforward, but also because just from my experience selling it, it's far more common.
Okay, two nested hooks. And is there any other decisions I need to make when ordering
regarding this, I would say no. Obviously, the only thing you'll have to figure out is how you'll cut it, because you will have to trim it, obviously.
Sure.
The factory uses a circulating, fine-tooth metal, non-ferrous metal cutting blade when they're running the bronze. The zinc has a different bit, but it's a machine that gives a very clean cut. This material's thin, so you'll have to think that through, how you're going to accurately cut it. I think putting aviation snips is not going to give you the desired result. But decisions, no. I might even have some tools laying around from Accurate, who just went out of business last year. So if you need a cutter, I might have, because I bought all they had, and I've got it here somewhere. So if you find that you have a problem sourcing the fixture for your tools, let me know. I might have the slotter for the rib strip. I might. I got to look.
Okay. Slotter.
But you can buy that stuff. You should be able to buy it.
Okay. All right. Are there any videos like that maybe I haven't seen that you think I should be watching instructionally or anything? I'm trying to educate myself up front, but
not that I'm aware of. Unfortunately, for someone in your position, I don't have any videos of me installing this material. So it would be just what is out there in the World Wide Web kind of thing.
All right.
But I've not seen any that come to mind that I would say you have to watch this.
Okay, great. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it.
Have a good week.
And so my plan is I'm going to order this for one window, enough material for one window, and then make sure I don't botch it too bad. And as long as everything looks good, then I order the rest of the house.
I think you're on the right track.
Probably a good plan.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, the only advantage is that you're going to have. The only disadvantage is you're going to have a shipping charge on the trial run. But you know what? They build a $1 billion submarine and they just don't take it out. They take it for sea trials first. So even with a $1 billion sub, they're going to try it out first.
Okay. Thanks so much. I appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Have a great weekend. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Architectural Builders Supply hopes you have enjoyed this program. Again, thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up, please subscribe, and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.